So before we start this video, I just want to say this thing is just a parody of Superspeedway Racing. In my personal opinion on Superspeedway Racing, it depends. So yeah, let's get this thing going. Green flag in the air here at Green Superspeedway. Chase Briscoe with a great launch. Going through turns 1 and 2 they go. Chase Briscoe throwing the block on his own teammate Cole Custer. Logano slips through the middle, specifically the bottom side, and gets drafting help from Matt Kenseth and everyone else behind. Going down the back straightaway, the outside line, a single file. What can the pack filled with Logano, Kenseth, and Newman do? Was about to say Bubba Wallace. Now Newman moves to the high side. Now it's between Logano and Kenseth. See if they could get to the front. Bottom side goes Willie B. Byron turns Cole Custer. They're piling up through turn 3. A huge crash behind the leaders. Look at Logano hard under the tire of Bubba Wallace. Hard hit goes the 22. More carnage in the back. The 13 of Ty Dillon goes around in his potential last start. And we have a huge mess right here. Through turn 3 and turn 4. The big one happening here at Green Superspeedway. Ty Dillon able to get that car back up rolling. There he is, getting the car fired up. We are under a red flag condition. It looks like half of the field got wiped by the cause of a big one that was caused by Cole Custer, who ducked down, got into William Byron. Then Ryan Laney had nowhere to go. Then Martin Truex Jr. got collected. And then Brad Keselowski tried to avoid the wreck, collects Joey Logano, his own teammate, and then Logano ends up slamming under Bubba Wallace, and the tire just hit Logano's driver's side of the window. Wow, prayers go out to Logano, and that is a hard hit by the 22 of Logano. Yeah, that was a hit. And Brad Keselowski suffered major damage. Well, he says he could try to get that car back up and possibly repaired, but I don't know about that one, despite the damage onto the right side. There is damage on the hood, pushing the hood back right here. And Brad Keselowski, who has like some damage, they're gonna try to put tape on that 2 car. Martin Truex Jr. getting the hook, as he is definitely done. And right now, officials trying to get Logano out of the car. It looks like he's stuck inside of that car, and Bubba Wallace safely gets out of the car, so he is okay. Bubba Wallace is towed away. Thank goodness he's okay, but our main concern is Joey Logano, who has heavy damage, who got turned by his teammate. Then he slammed right into Bubba Wallace, which his left rear tire like hit that front window hard onto him, and he could possibly have a concussion to the point where he can't run the last 2 races here in the Preston Racing Cup Series 187 series. Cole Custer getting the hook. Ryan outside Laney gets the hook. Willie B gets the hook. And it looks like Logano's climbing out of the car, hands on his head, and falls down onto the ground. Oh my goodness. This could be sign Logano's definitely passing out. So, yeah, he probably freaked out a lot, and probably, wow, this is going to be huge for Logano, as he's going to have to come into Martinsville in a must-win situation. So, Logano's going to have to either win or risk getting a billion L's. Logano's injuries is so severe right now. Looks like the 2 team is unable to fix that PPG machine, so it looks like they're going to have to end up being towed right behind the wall. Wow. The drivers that were involved in this wreck was the 2 of Brad Keselowski, the 12 of Ryan Blaney, the 13 of Ty Dillon, the 19 of Martin Truex Jr., and the 22 of Joey Logano, the 24 of William Byron, the 41 of Cole Custer, and the 43 of Bubba Wallace. So, yeah, that's 7 drivers out. Would have been 6 if Keselowski didn't get into Logano. Not to mention Keselowski had overheating problems, so that's why he was unable to continue on. The field gets back going as it's already starting to get dark here. Like, literally, it's starting to get dark. Take a look at this. Look, it's like the sun is coming down, meaning that it's definitely getting dark in here, so yeah, we're probably going to hurry this up. We're going to have an overtime presented by Credit One Bank. We're coming to the restart right here. Overtime presented by Credit One Bank. 11 cars left in this field. 2 laps to go. What a great launch by Chase Briscoe getting the help of Ryan Newman. Matt Kenseth did not get a great start. Matt Kenseth, as a result, gets behind Ryan Newman. But look at the draft. It's Kyle Busch with Chris Buescher right with him. There's literally tandem drafting right now. I think NASCAR did a decent fix to allow tandem drafting to happen, but Ty Dillon is right behind there in his potential last race. Look at that. Kyle Busch trying to side draft Matt Kenseth. He successfully side drafted Matty D. Now he's going to try to hunt to the front. Going through turns 1 and 2, about to get past the overtime line. Matt Kenseth trying to side drive with Kyle Busch, but Kyle Busch feels he has a stronger car, but he has to out-tame Chase Briscoe and Ryan Newman first. Kyle Busch with a strong car. We're going to see what he can do. Coming into turns 3 and 4, about to take the low-key white flag. White flag in the air one more time around, presented by Credit One Bank, aka the dumbest slap of all here at Green Superspeedway. Going through turns 1 and 2 they go. Kyle Busch ducking down on the bottom side. He only has one lap left to do it, but he has Matt Kenseth right behind. These guys are not clowning around right now. They want to get to the front as soon as possible. Kyle Busch trying to do it right now. Through the second corner, Kyle Busch getting drafting help from Matt Kenseth. Kenseth pushing him to the front. Chase Briscoe, who's led most of the laps today, trying to get himself to the front. Look at a few new faces out there. Drivers we haven't talked about all day. Kevin Harvick and Kurt Busch. Harvick we haven't talked about much. He failed inspection and had to start in the back. Struggled all day. Can he fight his way to the front? Kyle Busch, maybe, takes the lead. I know you could barely see it, but anyways. One more time around for the final time. Down on the back straightaway if this gay thing will focus. Hopefully it will, because I'm not turning on the flashlights. Chase Briscoe ducking down. Kevin Harvick below the double yellow line. Well, how did Harvick avoid that? And they wreck in the back of the field through turn 3 again. Kurt Busch rams into Matt Kenseth and now lands on his side. On his roof he goes. There he goes. Out of turn number 4. Coming to the front straightaway. No one's going to catch Kevin Harvick. Harvick wins here at Green Superspeedway after going below the double yellow line to avoid a potential wreck, but they wrecked anyways, so he went below the double yellow line, but they evidently lost it. Loose goes Matty D, and Chris Buescher gets turned around. Oh my gosh, Chris Buescher airborne. Chris Buescher and Matty D, hard hits for both of them, but Kevin Harvick has officially won here at Green Superspeedway. Okay, now it's dark. You know what? Screw this. I'm turning on flashlight. What a race. Kevin Harvick just literally went below the double yellow line to avoid a wreck, even though, even on the last lap, if they wreck, you're not allowed to go below the double yellow line unless you're caught up in the wreck. But Kevin Harvick wins here at Green Superspeedway. There are no rules here in Superspeedway Racing, even though we know darn well Harvick went below the double yellow line to avoid this, and he wins it. So, yeah, this was a Gucci race. And thank you all for watching, and there's one more presentation for you. Meanwhile, at the Preston Racing household. This needs to stop! Why? Why, Kevin Harvick? Why did you go below the double yellow line? You should have known not to go below the double yellow line. Instead, you had to cheat
to avoid a wreck. You should have been in that wreck. Why? Why did you get... What? I'm sick of...
Ah! Take this, Kevin Harvick.
Kevin Harvick is not correct. This is a real winner. He was hard racing.